Oh, hi. I guess you're wondering how we got here. And why I'm using such a tired old cliche. This is Spawn. This is where I started the last episode. We did the usual things. We punched a tree. We dug a hole. We mined some cobblestone. We got a stone axe. I saw a mountain in the distance. Hi, Fox. When I got there the first time, there were more spiders than skeletons. But this gives you the gist. It didn't go well. But we made it out alive. Ish. We found this valley at the bottom of the hill and decided it's where we would set up camp. I also think that looks like a face in the mountain. We went west a little ways. We found this village. We decided efficacy is unnecessary and that we'd raid the village. I tried to remember how many blocks you needed to be safe from an iron golem. Was it 3? It wasn't 3. Anyway, this is where we ended up. And this is what it became. This wasn't an island. Now it is. And it has a hut. This is OBS. It is a free downloadable software that allows you to record video of what's going on your computer. It's excellent for making YouTube videos. It's very important when making YouTube videos, however, to make sure that the setting for video capture is turned on. Otherwise, you end up with 3 hours, 2 hours, somewhere in there, of a black screen and the sound of you playing Minecraft. Let's go see how big that island is. If it's not too big, we'll chop everything down, and that'll be the home of the first builds. Nomad Island. Yeah, this is very reasonable. I don't want to overdo it. Gotta stretch out this way a tiny bit. Oh, tell me you don't connect to the mainland. Ah, okay, it does, but frankly, we can make this an island. We will make this an island. Okay. That was weird. Well, welcome to Nomad Island. As I'm sure you've gathered, we lost all of the footage of the first episode. Ultimately, we didn't do that much. We made this little Nordic-style hut. It is going to be one of several that are going to be placed around this little man-made island. We also made this an island that took a very long time with only iron tools, but we got it done. And at some point, we will make this deeper, but it'll do for now. So, the plan that I came up with last episode and has been completely lost to time is as follows. I want to do a Wells Knight inspired Kingdoms style of series. I want to make cities, essentially. As Wells calls them kingdoms, I just call them cities because ultimately that's what they are. Or in this case, small outposts or encampments. And the way I'm going to set them apart for myself is this. This Nomad Island is going to be incredibly low tech. I'm going to enjoy some of the more old school elements of the game rather than rushing and collecting villagers and making a trading hall in the first couple days and being fully kitted out really quickly. I'm going to just take my time. I'm going to plant wheat, and I'm going to use that wheat to breed cows, and I'm going to manually harvest sugarcane. I might make a farm. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to do it slowly. I'm going to do it in a way that is more like I would have several years ago before I got into Hermitcraft. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Hermitcraft. I love Hermitcraft. I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably do too. But if you're watching currently live, Season 10 is going, and even the Hermits are kind of burnt out on their crazy mega pace and are going slow. And I decided to give that a try, and I've been enjoying it in a single-player world, and so that's what I'm going to do here. Again, that looks like a face to me. I would love to know if I'm the only one who sees it. Let's see. Eyeball, eyeball, mouth. At some point, I might actually build a face into the side of this hill just because I can't escape it. It will haunt my nightmares. But this is going to be a nomad city, and it is going to be low-tech, just how I want to be playing right now. And the next city, encampment, whatever, it will be slightly higher tech, as I want to make bigger farms and fancier redstone. I will up the level of society. So this is nomads in mud huts with just open air and campfires. They're not going to have a lot. And when I want to make bigger things, I will move to a medieval city with castles and turrets and more advanced civilization. And as I build bigger and bigger farms, I will work my way up towards a futuristic city, or probably a tower. I like giant futuristic towers. But that is a long, long way away, and right now we are working on this. This is the Nomad Island. I figure they're going to fish a lot, so there are going to be docks and barrels. Barrels and barrels and barrels. And there are going to be campfires and beds just chilling in the ground. And yeah, that's what we're doing, and that's what I'm excited about doing. And so this is the beginning of it. This is episode 2, kind of. It's up to you. I'm calling it episode 2. We all know it's episode 1. Or rather, episode 1 was lost to time, and so this is the first episode any of us can get. So I'm going to grab some sleep, and then in the morning we're going to go chop down that giant spruce tree and get to work. Holy crap. Okay, this is not how I expected this episode to go. I did not expect this portion of the recording to start like this, but we have a trident. We have an actual... Whoa, that's a baby drown. Let's not get in too much trouble because of this. We have a very good weapon that we should not have. Oh, and baby drown don't swim too fast. That's nice. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're in, I don't want to say a way better situation than I expected to be, but that's a nice start. I'm going to get back to recording chores now, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, we got some chores done. last night. Chopped down that tree, and we expanded the fields a little bit. That's going to grow up a little quicker. We fed some cows, and that will all result in food and books and enchantments down the line. For now, we have a couple of important things to do. We got to finish off this hut. There were a few touches that I wanted to wait. I didn't want to wait for that spruce tree to grow for at the end of last episode, so we're going to knock that out. We're going to make 2 spruce trapdoors, and we are going to go fix this little issue with the top of the tent, hut, whatever you want to call it. Up, up, up. We're going to go here, and we're going to place that trapdoor there. We're going to place the trapdoor there, and that'll just, I think that'll look a lot better from the outside. Let's go ahead and place these blocks, and then I also thought it'd be really cool. What the heck? Okay, whatever, good enough. If we put some grass and some flowers growing to really illustrate that this is, you know, this is a mud hut. This is not a real roof necessarily, but something that nature can grow on and out of. So just a little bit of that. I really like that. I think it could use a splash of color. And we got, do I have any poppies? I don't have any poppies. So something red would be nice. We can use a cornflower though. That will do for now to give it a little pop. Where do we want to put that? Right there? Yeah, that'll do. And I'm going to run and grab a red flower real quick. I'll cut back, and we'll do the other side. All right, we are back. We got our poppies. I think just one right there. That's it. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. And we're just going to go ahead and repeat the same general process over on this side. General process. And let's worry about the color first this time, I think. And we'll do a blue there. And then a second one right there. And then where's the grass? Lots of grass growing up. Oh, crap. That's annoying. And we're going to put the grass up here. And take a look. Oh, we need more grass. We're going to use the last 2 for sure. There, there. There it is. I think we might we might mix in some moss blocks at some point. I think that'd really give it a little bit more of a pop. But I really, really like that. All right. So, as you may have heard in the black screen portion, and perhaps right when I came out of the water, this is the next day for me, so I'm not entirely sure what I said. I could review the footage, but where's the fun in that? This is Nomad Island, and I'm going to have to come up with a different name, or a more accurate name, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just stick with it because I like how it sounds, but I believe nomads travel and move around, and this is clearly more of a fixture. This is not something that can be packed up and carried with them. So we'll try and think of another name for Nomad Island, but Nomad Island for right now. And I think that the inhabitants of Nomad Island stay for the great mother in the mountain. I can't help but see the face. This is a terrible angle for it, but we'll start recording at some point when I have a better one. But trust me, there's a face in that mountain when you're a little closer. And yeah, so with the rest of this episode, I think we are going to try and make a second hut, which shouldn't be too much trouble, and maybe a dock, and maybe a little mining. So I'm going to get planning on that, and we'll see you again shortly. All right, so we already got one hut, and I don't want to make them identical, but I'm not entirely sure what I can do, especially with the footprint of this tiny little island, to make them feel different. Obviously, we can have one facing in a different direction, and maybe we can have the entrance to the dock. Maybe we can have the dock over here, And we can have the entrance to the dock coming right out. We can make it a tiny bit wider as well. So as well, this one came 1, 2, technically 3 out from the pole. We can make this one go 5 out, or 4. It doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a funny thing. I've heard tons of YouTubers talk about going back after they've been in the game for a while and rewatching their first video and just being blown away by how bad and how cringy that video is. And it seems, after going back and watching the footage of this build in first person mode, that I'm actually kind of ahead of the game. You see, I haven't had to make YouTube videos for years to realize how bad and how cringy that footage was, in fact. And maybe it was my own hubris and the fact that I've seen so many of this style of video, but I kind of just thought I was going to be able to show up and just bang out a video, no effort, and that it was going to be exactly what I had in my head. And the fact is, it just wasn't. And I think that talking and building and doing multiple things like that on camera are just not, it's not something that comes naturally. And no matter how well you know the style of video and how well you know where things are supposed to go, there's just nothing you can do to prepare yourself besides practicing and actually preparing yourself. And so maybe this is my attempt to make the video better. That's exactly what it is. And there's nothing wrong with shooting for a good video and trying your best to make even your first video watchable. But I think that we're just going to use this time to talk about the creative process. I want to make videos that I would want to watch, and I think that creators talking about their process is really interesting. And so whenever I come to a point where I go, "Oh, wow, that was terrible," maybe we'll just cut to one of these talking montages and we can have updates and just see how it's going. And sooner or later, these videos will be good all the way through, I promise you, but it might take me a little while. So right there, you saw those stairs. I decided it'd be kind of cool to lower the floor level a little bit. One, it will ease the transition into this dock here. And two, it would just make it somewhat distinct from the other hut, which is something we're going to have a little trouble doing in general because, I mean, they're basically the same thing. And we're going to have to come up with creative ways to make them look different. And yeah, so just oak and some campfires to make this dock. I wish I had changed the rotation on the outside of the campfires, but maybe I'll do that later. And then, yeah, we just went in, we added some grass and some foliage to try and make the build look organic and like it's part of the landscape around it, not just something that was plopped down and isn't part of the world that it's supposed to be a part of. I'm hunting salmon. Got him. I am the silent killer. Oh, there it is. How did what? Oh, okay, we got them all. So another thing that was lost to time in the first episode was part of my plan to gain a viewership, right? Get eyeballs on the show. And that is to acquire the assistance of the vegan teacher. That's right. Now, if you've ever encountered this absolute hellscape of a human being, she goes on YouTube and just tears cooking channels to pieces for not being vegan, even when they don't claim to be. And it's just, it's very much a no one asked kind of situation, but it gets clicks, man. People They see, oh, the vegan teacher's at it again. And they go to see just the train wreck, right? You can't look away. And so my thought is, hey, maybe if we can just breed these cows in captivity, and if we can just hunt down these salmon and just do unspeakable things to nature in the pursuit of growth, maybe we can get the attention of the vegan teacher. And once we have the attention of the vegan teacher, the eyes of the world will be on us. Look, fishing with a hook is cruel. You're tempting an animal into thinking it's going to be fed, and instead you are putting metal through its face and yanking it into an area where it can't breathe. Just take an axe. Bah! Merciful. One hit. Bah! Fish are food, all right? But we don't need to torture it. It's important that we eat the fish. I mean, it's so good for us, salmon especially. But we don't need to be cruel. What would the vegan teacher think? All right? So when you're hunting salmon, hunt them with an axe. I'm also curious if just saying the name of big channels will cause the algorithm to grace us with more views. Like, if we just stare at Mother Mountain and chant Green Mumbo, Green Mumbo, Green Mumbo, do we just become famous? Is that all you have to do? Is it that simple? I don't know. I would love to know how it works, though. So if you're watching this and you know how the algorithm works, give me a call. Because the last time I tried to do anything involving working the algorithm, I was told it was like trying to defeat a many-headed dragon. So I don't know that I'm exactly, optimistic about it, but you gotta try. And we're done. All right, let's see how it looks. I like it a lot. There we go. All right, we will take a little ride around. Oh, the floor. You know what? I think we'll end up doing the floor next time. I suspect we're going to be darn near out of time. So I am going to go hunt some fish, do some more chores, maybe do some mining, and I will see you all next time. He doesn't see us. Remember, fish don't feel pain. They just feel fear. Okay, I came down to do some mining between sessions, and I found this cave last time, or during the first episode, or whatever we want to call it, and I don't want to stop mining to go get supplies, and I don't have enough coal to make torches right now. But I suspect there's some stuff down here. And I think I might want to just go for it. So I figured I'd turn on the recording because, if something exciting happens, you want to be recording. I have coal in my inventory. I'm an idiot. Still not a lot of torches. We're going to go. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to see what happens. We're probably going to die. But there's iron. More iron than I found in a minute. And I would love to have some iron tools again. So I also realized that I didn't do a proper outro, or really a proper intro, for all the things for all the YouTube videos and all the being convinced. Wow, that's loud in my headphones. All the being convinced that I knew exactly what you needed to do to make one of these videos. And to be fair, I don't know. Maybe to be fair is not the phrase to use here. But I do think I know all the things. It's just crazy how when the time comes, it all just poofs away. And you don't think to do things that are just, you think of as natural because they are natural to people who've been doing them for a long time. And you haven't been doing them for a long time. Tell me I brought some wood. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, go figure. The mines are dangerous. Whoever would have thought. But yeah, you just... There's things you're so used to seeing that you just assume it comes naturally. And I don't think it's going to be all that hard to get in the swing of it. Oh, I've never seen an arrow miss in my life. But it's going to take some time for it to become natural and for me to just remember to do it, apparently. So, yeah. The silver lining is this little guy. Oh, come on! Who didn't drop a slime ball. But hey, at least we know slime spawn in here. That's awesome. It means I might be able to find some, maybe not a ton, but some slime without having to go find a swamp. Oh, speaking of... That's how you do that. We got slime balls. I am so excited. And... okay, we got a couple of creepers guarding iron. Wow. This is seriously an awesome cave. Maybe at some point we will build a city down here. Are those... those is them. I think we put enough down. Those will be... oh, wow! Our first diamonds. My goodness. Let's go. Oh. Was that 4 of them? Can't believe I still have a shield after that. Yeah, it gets me all the time. And there goes my shield. That is it. We are out of wood. Therefore, we are out of torches. But I think we can definitely say that we can, at the very least, get back here easy enough. Because there are diamonds. There be diamonds. Lots of diamonds. And there's also lots of iron. So let's just, grab that while we're here. Make sure we leave ourselves a path out. And, okay. And yeah, I think I'll see you guys when I get topside. So this is what happens when you stop recording. Don't stop recording. On the plus side, I only have cherry. Whatever, there's plenty of cherry wood. I have cherry blossoms. On the plus side, we have wood now. Ugh. There it is. Okay, luckily it shouldn't be too hard to get back there, get all our stuff, and then never, ever, ever turn off the camera again. I need to buy a much bigger hard drive. Oh no. Okay. Still got my gear. And now we can grab these diamonds. So, blessing in disguise. No. There we go. I guess. Furnace. Coal. Iron. And now we wait. Okay. Boop. And all right. All right, here we go. Oh. Here we go. Let's see how many we got. I think it's just going to be the 3. But still, there we go. And some redstone to sweeten the deal. I'm going to get this redstone. I'm going to get the heck out of here. See you guys back topside. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We built this in the previous episode and textured it up. And I'm very excited about it. We built this bigger hut. If there's an actual name for this type of hut, let me know, and I'll start using the right phrase. This weird sort of tent, mud, thatched roof hut combination. I gotta plug that hole. And we made this dock, and we found diamonds, and we got a trident. So until next time, peace, guys.